welcome to this edition of Tourismus Namibia. As always, we have three categories surrounding tourismus: our topics, destinations, and to the point. I am Sonja Hecht. I usually host the German edition of Tourismus together with our editor Frank Steffen, but he's not here today and I'm stepping in for Glenora to guide you through the English show. So let's get started and take a look at our topics. Our first topic today is the Etosha fence. The Tourism Ministry has finalized the management plan for the Etosha National Park, which includes a 5-point action plan for upgrading and reconstructing the Etosha boundary fence. The goal is to complete the reconstruction of the park's boundary fence by 2030. Tourism Minister Ideleni Daniel said the boundary of the Etosha National Park is an extremely long parameter boundary consisting of 824 kilometers of fence in the Oshikoto, Oshana, Omusati, Otruzonjupa and Kunene regions. Constructed in the 1970s, this boundary fence consists of 3 types, namely stock-proof fence, which is a 1.2 meter fence without netting wire, a game-proof fence with 2.4 meters of netting wire, and a section of fence consisting mainly of cable fence. Daniel said that 185 kilometers of the fence on the northern and western boundaries of the park have been reconstructed, with 639 kilometers of the fence remaining. The ministry is currently utilizing its own resources and staff members, as well as members of the National Youth Service and community representatives for the construction of this fence project. There are 10 members of the National Youth Service and 25 members from communities, 5 each from King Nehale, Ipumbuya Shilongo, Shea Shoshona, Ehirovipuka, conservancies, and the Haindgom San community. The plan is to increase this number to a total of 100 members from the community and the youth to expand the construction team and support the ministry. Then we move on to our second topic, which is rabies in seals. There has been a confirmed rabies outbreak among Cape Fur seals in Namibia, specifically at the Walvis Bay Lagoon, after the death of an infected animal. This is the first reported case of rabies in a seal in Namibia. The infected seal was observed exhibiting signs of rabies, including aggression, disorientation, and paralysis. The Fisheries Ministry has urged the public to report any seals displaying similar symptoms to the nearest state veterinary office and to avoid contact with them. South Africa had recorded its first case of rabies in Cape Fur seals in June 2024. Rabies is a viral disease that is fatal in mammals once symptoms begin. It spreads mainly through bites or contact with the saliva of infected animals. In Namibia, the disease is common, with domestic dogs being the main source of infection. Rabies symptoms in seals include aggression, disorientation, odd sounds, excessive drooling, paralysis, tiredness, and death. And last but not least, our third topic, the wildlife conflict. Over the past 5 years, from 2019 to 2024, a total of 388 livestock were caught and killed by wild animals in conservancies neighbouring the Etosha National Park. These livestock comprised mainly of cattle, horses, donkeys, and goats, according to the Environment Minister Ideleni Daniel. She said that 61 hectares of crop fields were damaged during the same period. The minister said that much of human-wildlife conflict incidents being experienced around Etosha National Park involve crop damages, predation on livestock, and damage caused to water infrastructure. She, however, said that these damages and predation are not necessarily just caused by animals from the Etosha National Park, as there are also resident wild animals in communal areas and farms adjacent to the park. According to Daniel, the ministry has been working with communities and farmers around Etosha National Park to put preventative, protective, and mitigation measures in place to manage human-wildlife conflict. Those were our 3 topics, and we move on to our destinations. Our first destination is the Okacuito River Lodge. The Okacuito River Lodge, situated at the entrance of the Caprivi Strip between Rundu and Windhoek, is one of the most beautiful holiday spots in the region. With camps and chalets directly at the picturesque Okavango River, it stuns its visitors with its impressive views, abundant underwater life, and flaming sunsets. Owner and manager Dion Boertes offers beautiful river tours that make a fisher's heart happy.
Hi, my name is Dion. I'm from Okacuito River Camp. We have a beautiful lodge situated between Rundu and Windhoek, it's the northern part of Namibia, on the border between Namibia and Angola. We have a beautiful river with beautiful sunsets, good fishing, and we also pride ourselves a lot with birding. We have amazing bird life here, and we also have a colony of carmine bee eaters that we protect for the last few years. So they're about 3,000 by now. And we welcome any guest to come, Namibia or abroad.
Dankeschön. Dann warten wir, bis du es dreimal oder so gemacht hast, dann werden wir sagen, okay, dreimal gesund.
And our next destination is Djamila's Kitchen. Discover Djamila's Kitchen in Windhoek, where delicious seafood and a unique menu await food lovers.
I go by the name of Magdalena Cornelius, a 23-year-old born in Lodret but grew up in Windhoek. I started working at Djamila's Kitchen as of from last year, around March, when we were still working from home. And I've been with her ever since then. First started off as a waitress, and then as a supervisor in September, and then a manager in January up until today. Welcome to Djamila's Kitchen. I would say Djamila loved cooking as from a very young age. She would always cook and create content, post on her feed, such as on Instagram, on WhatsApp. That's where family and friends saw her food and would always ask her to prepare meals for her. I think that's where it all started. Later on, one of her clients made a proposal to her, and here we are today. You that don't know who Djamila is the owner of this wonderful establishment. I would say what makes Djamila's Kitchen stand out from other establishments in the area would be our unique menu. We offer a distinctive menu with international dishes. We make use of high quality products, and our food is always freshly prepared on the same day. We also ensure that we have a relationship with our clients and always make sure that we have a warm and welcoming atmosphere, that we base next to a guest house, which makes it more easier for us to have access to outside clients or clients from other countries. So I would say per day we at least have 3 to 5 clients from outside of the country. So our peak hours would be as of from 1 to around 5 during the weekdays. But the day that's the most busiest, I would say, is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, but most especially on Saturdays. That is when we have a full house. We do experience quite a few challenges if we happen to have a full house. Sometimes there's no sitting space, that's how full it gets, but we always make sure to accommodate each and every client. Some of the challenges I would say is maybe a shortage of staff. because then service tends to be slow, but we make sure that we always attend to each and every client with the same attention and the same effort. Okay, I'll start with our Angolan kapana, which is known as pinchu. Pinchu is grilled pork made with aromatic onions that is served with kikwanga. We also have franquite, which is similar to our pinchu, which is grilled chicken that is served with French fries. We also have our seafood boil, American seafood boil, which is our top seller at the moment. We also have our new services that we're introducing, which is rodizio. Rodizio offers a variety of 14 different types of meat. It is accompanied by 3 sides. That is for the price of $350. And you guys, if you guys are two, it is $600.
And our third destination is Xwama Traditional Restaurant. Xwama is a traditional restaurant that models itself on the rich vein of culture and social interaction that is represented by the township of Katatura.
Welcome to Xwama Cultural Village and Traditional Restaurant, a place where heritage lives, where stories are shared over a fire, and every plate carries the taste of generation. In the heart of Windhoek's most vibrant township, Katatura, we invite you to step into a world where culture meets comfort and where every guest becomes family. Katatura, once a name meaning the place where we don't want to live, is today a symbol of resilience, spirit, and unity. It's Windhoek's largest and most dynamic suburb, a melting pot of 10 ethnic groups where traditions have intervened to create a rich and vibrant community. And right here on the corner of Ombongo Street and Independence Avenue lies Xwama, your getaway to that cultural heartbeat. Xwama is more than a restaurant, it is a home, a place where the past and the present comes together, where ethnic design and traditional textures take you back to your African roots. From the moment you arrive, you are welcomed by shrinking thatch roof and natural stone walls, leading you into a space alive with authenticity. Inside, handcrafted booths are separated by reeds and wood, offering comfort, warmth, and a deep sense of belonging. As the rhythm of traditional background music fills the air, so too does the aroma of time-honored recipes passed down through generations. This is a place where meals are not just cooked, they are celebrated, where every dish tells a story, every ingredient carries memory, and every flavor brings people closer together. At Xwama, the cuisine honors the soul of Namibia. Enjoy Oshuambo chicken, spicy mopani worms, perfectly prepared wild spinach, hearty mahangu porridge, tender grilled meats, and so much more. Their meals are crafted from local ingredients with love and intentions, nurturing not just our body, but your spirit. Beyond the food, Xwama is alive with the energy of togetherness. It's where locals and travelers meet, where laughter rings out, and where the walls echo with songs and dance and joy. As the sun begins to set, the rhythm of music invites you to stay a little longer to enjoy a drink, a dance, or just the beauty of the moment. Xwama invites you to journey with them through taste, sound, and tradition to an experienced, lesser-known side of dining, one that is rich in culture, uniquely Namibian. Whether you are joining them for the first time or returning for more, their doors and hearts are always open. So come as you are. Come to Xwama in the heart of Katatura. Come for the food, stay for the stories, and live unforgettably memories.
And those were our beautiful destinations. Next, we have To the Point. and there we talk about the Omaongo Festival. The 2025 Omaongo Annual Festival, recently held at Omhedi in the Ohangwena Region, was celebrated under the theme Preservation of Our Cultural Heritage and Strengthening of Our Unity. President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who was the keynote speaker, pleaded with Namibians to preserve culture, saying the festival plays a pivotal role in honoring traditions, sharing stories, and reaffirming the commitment to preserving cultural heritage for future generations.
The 2025 Omaongo Annual Festival, held at Omhedi in Ohangwena Region this year, was celebrated under the theme Preservation of Our Cultural Heritage and Strengthening of Our Unity. President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who was the keynote speaker, pleaded with Namibians to preserve culture, saying the festival plays a pivotal role in honoring traditions, sharing stories, and reaffirming the commitment to preserving cultural heritage for future generations.
We must see our culture as a thread that ties us together and avoid any temptation to use our culture and tradition to divide us. Our culture, our rich culture, should really put us together. Our diverse culture should be seen as a stream whereby when it is running, everything is taken and then found itself at the end of the stream united. And that is how we see our culture as a nation. And that's why for the next 5 years, part of our theme is unity in diversity. Unity in the diversity. We recognize our diversity. It must be our strength, but that strength must always be the one guiding us.
Traditionally, the Omaongo season lasts from February to May. Omaongo replaces other homemade beverages such as ombike, omalodu, and oshikundu. Hence the lyrics of one of the most well-known Omaongo season song, Ngongola naikuke tunwe oikundu, which translates to, let the Omaongo season come to end for us to drink oshikundu.
So this is telling you that during that time, that's the popular drink because everybody is happy.
During the Omaongo season, communities observe a period of harmony. Conflicts and infighting are set aside, with traditional courts also suspended, and carrying of weapons is strictly prohibited. President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah thanked the Ohamba Yokwanyama, Martha Madinomoya Christian Nelumbu for having organized and hosted the successful, colorful event. She also thanked all 8 traditional authorities in the Oshikoto, Ohangwena, Oshana and Omsati regions for having kept alive the culture of the Omaongo Annual Festival. The Omaongo Festival will be hosted by the Ukwaluthi and Ukwambi traditional authorities next year.
And then we have Farm Glenwood. Ngatu Katsuto from Farm Glenwood near Otavi discusses the various tea products they process, as well as their new moringa tablets. She also gives an overview of how the farm has grown over the years and the job opportunities it creates.
Lovely, good morning. Welcome to Farm Glenwood, Glen Moringa Investments. This is our store at the Sunday market at the village in Eros. So right here we've got our range of products, our range ranging from teas, organic teas, and all the way through to moringa powder and moringa capsules. So right here with me I've got the lemon verbena, which is one of our teas. And then the other teas we have is some chamomile, we've got some sweet fennel, spearmint, and we've got some nettle tea as well. So that is our full product range. We've also got our moringa capsules ranging from 60 capsules or bottles to 90. And yeah, that is Farm Glenwood, all organically certified. So Farm Glenwood is owned by Mr. and Mrs. Kasuto, which is my mom and dad. Farm was bought in 1990, just at the height of independence. And since then, mom has been producing these products. We've got a range of 38 personnel, 38 staff members on the farm. And we've got both USA, Canadian, EU, UK, and also South African certification as well. So all our product range is organically certified, and we've been producing these products officially since 2020. Mom retired officially in 2017, and so her being on retirement, the only thing left to do was go back to the farm for her retirement. Of course, she thought she would rather use her time productively. So she started small scale with 1 hectare of Moringa oleifera plants, which has since now grown to 12 hectares. And we are now have land demarcated at 24 hectares. And so she has officially come into the market as of 2020. Our capsule range have been introduced since 2 years ago, and this is part of our innovative value addition. So through this value addition, we've got the vegan-friendly capsules. We actually make more profit yield from the capsules than our off-taker pays us from the organic raw product in bulk. But that is just an innovation that we introduced, and so we're reaping the benefits as well in terms of profit. We started off with a certified, qualified agriculturalist, together with assistant agriculturalist. We've also got a horticulturalist on the farm as well. And we've got seasonal harvesters who come in per season when the moringa and all the products are ready to harvest. And that is about 20 to 25 women who come from around Otavi and from the neighboring farms. So as of such, from the tractor driver to the logistics guy, to the pipe and fitting guy, we've got a full scale of 35 employees. And most of the bulk of employees come when it comes for seasonal work. So we've got also quite a lot of seasonal staff that come when it's time for harvest. The agriculturalist has got a master in agriculture from, I believe it's from Poland. And the agriculturalist has been with us for quite some time. This is her 3rd year running. She's a young 31-year-old. Our piper and fitter has been with us the longest, and he fits all the piping for the irrigation, and he is a young 37-year-old. And our logistics manager is a young 26-year-old, and he's also been with us for quite some time. And of course, we've got a farm supervisor as well, who supervises both the crop production and animal husbandry as well. Here we've got our lemon verbena. Lemon verbena has got natural levels of tryptophan. So this is very good for anxiety and stress relief. You take this as a tea. Here we've got some chamomile. It's a natural sedative and good for peaceful sleep. Also take it as a tea. Here we've got some sweet fennel, good for detoxifying, and you also take it as either a spice in your curries and stews or as a tea. Here we've got some spearmint, very good as an antibacterial supplement. You also take it as a tea. And over here we've got some nettle tea, very good for urinary tract infections, and you also take it as a tea. And over here we've got our moringa powder. So the moringa powder is organic moringa powder. You can pop this in your smoothies or your oatmeal or your shakes. And over here is our innovative value addition capsules. These are all vegan capsules. And yeah, this is the moringa capsules as you know it. And it's got high antioxidant levels. It's also good as a natural anti-anxiety, antidepressant. It's also got high levels of tryptophan, which helps the body produce serotonin, which is a feel-good hormone. So it's generally known as the tree of life, the miracle tree. It's got more calcium than milk, more iron than spinach, and more vitamin C than an orange. So there we have it with the moringa.
And that is all we have today in today's Tourismus show. My name is Svenja Hecht and I wish you a lovely day.